Man, before we even get started with this video, remember the good old days? 2017, Nintendo popping off 45-minute long General Directs, dropping super sexy Special Edition Pro Controllers, and peppering in all sorts of epic first-party announcements. They were on the warpath. They were on the train to a hype city, and they kept it going so strong. And now here we are with no General Direct, and I think it's been like 6 years. I don't know. Will I have a kid by the time they have one? Well, the thinking is that might not be true. The thinking is that next Friday might be the big direct we've been waiting for, and it might be even as beefy as those of yesteryear. We're talking mega minutes to deliver the biggest games. Pikmin 3 Deluxe wasn't even worthy of this direct, and I love that game, but this one could be the megaton. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to go on record and say I think there's a Nintendo Direct Friday, August 28th. We're going to talk about exactly what it will be and why there is some concern, but I think there's a show. I think it is like 90+% there's a show. Everything has been building to this, and now it's really starting to gain momentum. So I'm going to run you through exactly what's going down, exactly why I think it's going to happen, and exactly why you can get excited for next Friday, because August 28th, it's a day of destiny, baby. Everybody's picking this up now. We're looking here at Video Games Chronicle, who's been right up a lot. Andy Robinson is one of the people that called the Mario 3D collection, so dude, he's got a lot of stuff on the line, but he says, hey, strong possibility of Friday, live stream journalist claims. And this is Andy talking about Jeff Grubb, who, if you don't know, has been right about a lot this summer. He's called dates before. He said, trust him. And he says, I've heard a few things, and I think there's a strong possibility that there's a Nintendo Direct next week on Friday, the 28th. That's the date I've heard. And this actually originates way before Jeff Grubb started tweeting about it. This goes back to some of my favorite, most reliable sources on Reset Era, one of the biggest video games forums on the planet. We got Captain Tsubasa and Nate Drake, who are reliable. They called the Partner Showcase, they called Indie World, they've called quite a lot, and they have been teasing this idea of 2-8, 2-8, 2-8. Barca just lost 2-8. If you win, I get 28%. 2-8, 2-8, 2-8. And it goes back even further than that, because before these guys were at it with their little banter that I think is pretty cute, there was talks of 2 stops till the main show. We've had 2 stops. Partner Showcase, Indie World. Now, Partner Showcase was kind of a bummer, but Indie World was pretty sweet with 6 stealth drops, and now we are ready to approach the Metropolis. The massive show where they do divulge details on Mario's 35th anniversary, where maybe they pop off a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, where perhaps a 2D Metroid steals the show, and who knows what else. Third parties ready to go like Doom Eternal. This could be huge. And again, everything seems to be leading towards next week. It's a big week in general. There's the Gamescom virtual event, and my boy Jeff Keighley talking about going to be a big week next week for games. Could he be indicating there's more than just Call of Duty and Gamescom? Leaky Pandy, who we've talked about many times on the channel, are you guys excited for this year's E3? Can't believe it's so close now. And that seems like a weird turn of phrase because E3 is supposed to be in June, but it looks like next week is what Nintendo has been saving since E3, what we've been waiting for. All those announcements that were supposed to be E3 blowouts are now finally cooked. They've been baking and baking. The pandemic set that oven way back. They weren't ready to show us what they really had. We got some teases and some Twitter announcements, Paper Mario, Pikmin, the Partner Showcase, which probably had way too much hype and still delivered a few interesting things, and they've said there are more. So I do want to caution that even Jeff Grubb himself has said there is a slight chance that the streams have been crossed and Friday is a Partner Showcase. But I do want to point out that Nintendo has a big presentation with investors mid-September. And so something's got to give before then at the absolute latest, and that is another reason why this end of August show looks like it could be the one we've been waiting for. Grubb says, I was hearing that even before Nintendo announced they were having a special meeting with investors in the middle of September. I think that it makes a lot of sense for them to get a direct out of the way before that happens so they don't have to answer questions like what games are coming up. And Nintendo have stated that at this special investors meeting, which isn't their investors call, it is a special meeting, which seems to indicate they're going to be detailing their plans going forward and briefing everyone on what's new, that they will not be making any new announcements. Why do you have a big presentation with no new announcements? That makes no sense. Well, it's because the announcements have already been made, and that's why Jeff Grubb is so confident that they're going to have this presentation, this direct, before their special meeting. It has to happen before mid-September. And again, like we said, he's heard a few things. He thinks there's a strong possibility, even before he knew about that September meeting, that the Direct would be next week on the 28th. And we go back to our boys, Jeff Keighley. We go back to Leaky Pandy. We go back to Venture Beat. And we go back to Video Games Chronicle. And we go back to Tsubasa and Nate Drake. And we go back to the idea that Nintendo must, that there's no way this company that is a powerful force in the industry is going to sit out the fall season where Sony and Microsoft have so much enthusiasm and so much excitement. Or maybe they don't have enough. And that's where Nintendo comes in hot. So I think next Friday you're going to get the big one. I really do. There is a small chance that it could be a partner showcase. Indie World is out of the question. There's also this hey, off the wall idea that maybe Nintendo is going to just drop a Mario specific Direct. I mean, they've been pulling random things out of their sleeve. I don't know if they got a freaking golden Mario ace in the hole. I don't know if they've got a 6 of diamonds. I don't know if they got a Bowser labeled 2 of clubs. They could do something wild. They have been unpredictable and weird. They're in this place where they're selling insane, better than ever before. Animal Crossing is going to be a 30 million seller, it seems like. They announced Paper Mario and Pikmin 3 on Twitter and YouTube. Their partner showcase was so odd and felt like it was required because those companies and those publishers had agreed on being present in a Direct that just wasn't prepared. Indie World was spectacular in my opinion. 6 shadow drops, unlike anything Nintendo has done before. So they could do it all. But I do think that everything is indicating the 28th is the day. And I know it's hard to get excited, guys. It's hard to get excited for Nintendo when they let us down and when we let ourselves down. But there's so much smoke, I don't think you have to worry about fire. This is an instance where your faith and your hype should be rewarded. And if there is nothing on August 28th, I will be shocked. If there is just a partner showcase, I will still be surprised because I think that end of August is the time for them to wind up, see the pitch. It is a perfect grand slam capable strike right down the middle, and they are going to hit that thing home run style out of the park. This is where we get Mario 3D Collection. This is where we get an indication if it's Skyward Sword or it is Breath of the Wild 2 next. This is where we get an indication if Metroid is ready for the trilogy or if they're ready for 2D. And this is where we get an indication if Nintendo does have a secret holiday showstopper like Splatoon spinoff or Mario Kart 9. I really believe this is the big one. I'm so excited for next week, and I can't wait till they officially confirm it so I can breathe a sigh of relief. Jeff Grubb can, Nate Drake can, Tsubasa can, Leaky Pandy can, Jeff Keighley can, Andy Robinson can, and you can. Let me know if you'd be so hyped to have a big Direct next Friday. Let me know if you think it's really going to happen in the comments down below and what you'd want to see there. Smash that like button if you're ready for it. Goodness gracious. Like I said, it felt like I was going to have a kid by the time Nintendo dropped their next general. I miss these days of these big, bold presentations. 30, 40, 50-minute showcases. How did they do that? We got an 8-minute partner showcase. What? It wasn't even double digits. Like I said, the Indie World was good. I'll give them credit for that. But come on, Nintendo. We deserve this. We've been buying your system like crazy. Everybody has poured their time and their money into Animal Crossing like crazy. We're trying to be hopeful and positive. We're trying to hang on, and yes, you owe us nothing, but at the same time, the hardcore fans have been here. We've been waiting, and it is time. August 28th. Circle it, mark it down, and get ready. I think this is where we find out exactly what Nintendo has in store. And if it's the E3 show they plan, come on, man. E3 is always a big time, and Nintendo always does us right. Last year, the Breath of the Wild 2 reveal. Years past, epic Smash Brothers character announcements. They've gone insane in year one, with Zelda DLC, Mario Odyssey being absolutely incredible, the T-Rex transformation, Metroid Prime 4 announcement. Ugh. I love General Directs, and I love Nintendo, and I can't wait to share it with you. So I'll see you guys next Friday. I'm marking it down. Something's happening next Friday. I feel like it's like a 90% chance. So until next time, everybody, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Make sure you're staying safe, healthy, smart, and secure out there. Until next time, members, I see you. I'll see you on the stream. Everybody else, love you lots. SwitchForce, out.